Hello, friends. This is Linnea from Healthy Looks Good on You. I am out here just with my cell phone on vacation. I'm away. See this beautiful lake behind me. I'm on Lake Winnebago in Wisconsin with my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my 2 adult nieces, and 2 friends of my mother-in-law. And we were just having a girls' weekend at this VRBO house on a lake, and it is gorgeous. It's about 52 degrees out, so I've got my warm, cozy sweatshirt on, but it's just peaceful. It is quiet. It's amazing. But it just I've been doing so much thinking and processing about what it's like to be bright on vacation. And I did plenty of vacations this summer and stayed bright on every single one of them. But this trip just feels different. And I want to talk about that. It feels different because the group that I'm with, this is a girls' weekend, so it's very like treat yourself. And it is just decadent food, tons of NMF, like almost everything in the cabin is NMF. Which I would have been super on board with in my previous days. But the one thing I want to talk about is I was chatting with my mastermind group. They're being super supportive and checking in with me, and like anytime you need to get away, because part of my emergency action plan is if I'm feeling, really tempted or feel like I'm white knuckling, not grabbing in the bowl of little small treats that have a letter on them that is literally sitting right next to me. Try not to say things so I don't trigger people, but I'm just explaining them. Anyways, my emergency action plan is I walk away. Usually I go in a bathroom and I take deep breaths and I just try and recenter and focus. I reach out to my Instagram community, to my mastermind group, and I say a prayer. So, and I haven't even really had to do any of those things. It's so different this time because there is so much NMF. Like, it's almost excessive. And I'm like, not even a little bit interested because of the excessiveness. And I realized it's because if I was on this same vacation over a year ago, before I was doing bright line eating and had my 4 bright lines that I followed and was dedicated to being sober of my food addiction, I would have been in complete self-torture this weekend. Completely just miserable. Always wanted to hide my addiction. So I would have been constantly tortured about, did they see how much I got? Did they notice how much was on my plate? If I go into the kitchen and grab some more, how much can I eat really fast so they don't know how much I've eaten with no one watching? Oh, someone just came in the kitchen. Did they see that I was standing over the food eating? Can I put some in my pockets and take it back to my room and eat in there or in the bathroom? Like, seriously, this is what I did in these situations. Like, I would have hid food in my pockets, taken it into the bathroom and eaten it. I would have been miserable thinking I would have taken the last thing and someone be like, wow, who ate all the whatevers? And knowing that it was me and I have no control over the food that I put in my mouth. And I would have been miserable the whole time, completely miserable. And that, I've realized, I do not want to eat a single thing in there because I am enjoying my time. I'm enjoying this day, this weekend with these ladies and playing games and laughing and chatting, and I'm not miserable. I made my breakfast and I ate it, and then I sat down and had more time with them. They're not eating lunch. They had brunch, and then they're just having food out for the entire day to snack on until their supper. So I went ahead when it was my lunchtime. I made my lunch. I sat down and I ate my lunch. And then I got up and I joined them, and that was it. Like, freedom. Like, I'm enjoying my time with these women because I am not hyper focused and hating myself over the fact that they might know that I'm a food addict. Like, I'll happily tell them now and that this is why I'm eating this way, but then I move on. Like, it's so much more free to explain it to people and then just move on than to hide it. Hiding behind your addiction is a form of torture. It's self-torture. Don't hide it. Just explain it so they understand your sobriety. They won't offer you anything because they'll understand and respect it. I mean, I understand there's people out there that are going to not respect that because food addiction is very unique and not always understood. But in my experience, I've gotten so much respect from people that they honor that and that they leave me alone about it and they just move on. They're like, okay, like it really isn't the most important thing about me. So hang in there. I just feel like this is partly going into the holidays. Like, I don't want to feel miserable like this in the holidays either. So it will be so worth it not to eat and be miserable and self-loathe. It's better just to eat your bright food and enjoy your family, right? Yeah, all right. It was good to talk. I'll also want to show you the foods. I brought a big cooler. I brought every single morsel of food that I'm going to put in my mouth this weekend. I brought it with me. So I had a big cooler. I prepped a bunch. Some of it I just brought and I'm cooking it here. We're in a VRBO with a fully stocked kitchen. So I did bring my own air fryer because they didn't have one and I knew that. So I brought it and there's gonna be a lot of cooking in the oven and I thought, well, this would be nice because when they're putting their lasagna in this evening, then I'll have my air fryer for my tofu. So we're good. So watch my meals. It's been good. It's okay. We can survive on girl trips, on weekends, on holidays. It's doable. It is. The world does not revolve around food. There is way more to life than eating NMF. Till next time.